just like, Sonia, like, really? Like, what is wrong with you, girl? Like, are you not going to tell them? Like, did you not learn your lesson last time by keeping secrets when you kept Harris secret and then it came out anyway? Like, why wouldn't you tell him? Like, this is his life. Like, why wouldn't you go to his head of security, who you just happen to be freaking married to, and tell him, look, I overheard. What's up, y'all? What is up? It's your girl EJ, and I am back with another The Family Business Talk. Now, today we're going to be discussing season 4, episode 3. And before we get into it, y'all, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to your girl channel and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on any of the Family Business Talks. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so this episode is going to start right where the last one left off, and that's with your boy Dennis and Holly. They have kidnapped Harris and his new boo, old boo, mistress, baby mama, you know, all of that. And he is like, they are waiting on Kenny, and Kenny gets there and he's like, look, I just want this information. I just need this information. Let's just go ahead and get this over with. That's all I need. I need to know how LC runs his business. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Harris is going to kind of act like he ain't going to give up the information. But we all know, if you've been rocking with the show from the beginning, that Harris ain't never been loyal. Like, Harris is a snake. So I didn't expect him to be loyal in any way, form, or fashion. I expected him to give up the information way quicker than he actually gave it up, to be honest. But anyway, so Harris, of course, gives up the information like we thought he would. And then his daughter is going to end up finding them later. She's going to get them untied. And then Harris is going to decide that he no longer wants to be in business for himself, and that he's probably going to need, you know, an employer, because he's going to need protection at the end of the day. So this has kind of changed his mind about trying to do his own thing, y'all. Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and talk about your girl, Nene. Now, Nene is going to be the wife of Larry, the mother of Curtis, and Kenny as well. So anyway, she's going to come there because she's looking for her son, Kenny, and she doesn't want LC to kill him because she knows that he's trying to kill LC. Now, she's going to go visit her husband because she says she just needs to see him. She hasn't seen him in a long time. And the vibes that I'm getting is that she hasn't been to see him in over 10 years as well. Now, I do know that their family is from Waycross, Georgia, and that is where the Duncans are originally from, and that is where they still reside. So that's the vibes that I'm getting, is that she even hasn't been to see him in all of this time. So she's going to go out there and visit him. And of course, you know, she's going to see him. She's going to be happy to see him. He's going to be happy to see her. You know, we know that he's putting on this whole act, this whole show, but she's going to buy into this whole thing. He's going to be like, I'm getting better. I just can't handle being here anymore. I mean, Larry even mustered up some doggone tears, y'all. Like, I was like, is he finna cry? Come on, Larry. I know you're not finna cry, but Larry literally act like he was about to cry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he played the loving husband who was happy to see her. You know what I'm saying? He was happy to get that pork chop sandwich, happy to get that cake. You know what I'm saying? He even tried to act like he was going to try to get some. You know what I'm saying? Like, Larry was playing this role to the T. He even goes as far as to tell her, like, look, I need you to get a lawyer. I need you to get me out of here. And you can hear all this resentment that he has for LC, because when she mentioned LC name, he's like, FLC. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes back to talk about this money that he stole. You know what I'm saying? And then he says, hey, she tells him about Kenny, right? And he's like, yeah, he came to visit me a few weeks ago. And she's like, well, what did you tell him? You know what I'm saying? Because he says that he told him that he wanted to kill LC. And she's like, what did you tell him? And he told him to make sure that he get his money. And I'm just like, are these not like any red flags for you? Don't you think that is a little bit weird for your husband to say, and yet you think that he's okay? You think that he's good enough to be outside of this facility when he literally, like, that his focus is on, you know, he is really highly upset with LC. Don't you think that one of the first things that he would probably do if he was able to get out of this place was kill his brother? Like, you don't see all of that anger he has for him? Like, I don't understand. But anyway, y'all, I done went off on a tangent. So anyway, she drank the Kool-Aid, of course. And then she's going to go back to the house after visiting him, and she's going to talk to LC and Chippy, and she's going to be like, look, You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to be at home with his family so that I can take care of him and feed him and yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, girl, you ain't gonna be able to take care of him at all, first of all. And then LC is just going to be like, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that. You know, he killed 50 people, you know, and this is the first time we really find out why Larry is even in this facility. So apparently he just killed 50 people, and it doesn't sound like 50 people that deserve to die. It sounds like just 50 people. Now, I'm pretty sure there's more to the story of who exactly these 50 people were, but 50 people was enough for me. I was like, ooh, 50 people. Oh my goodness. And she kind of glosses over there like she knows that what he did was a bad thing, but hey, like, he's gotten better. And I'm just like, girl, I don't know. I don't want you to be, you know, 51, 52, 53. But in all honesty, he already done added to that count because he probably done killed all the staff at the hospital. And I would say that the other people that he's, you know, the people that he's controlling and telling to kill people, I would add that to his body count as well, y'all. That's just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. So anyway, Nene is not feeling them, and she says she's gonna call in reinforcements because Curtis can't find Kenny. So she's gonna call her daughter. Now, what's interesting about her daughter's name is Mac, by the way. What's interesting about the daughter is that when she goes to pick her up from the bus station, she's gonna say, you know, we paid all this money to send her to this school, which leads me to believe that maybe they send all the Duncan women, like the girls, maybe they're sending them all to finishing school, because y'all know that's where Paris went, and I'm pretty sure that's where Sasha went, you know, because they basically come trained killers, you know, killers that you never see, that you never expect. They're like the secret weapon, in other words, I guess you would call it. So anyway, I'm assuming that this is the same type of school that she went to. Now, I do want to just double back for just 1 second. Your girl Sonia overheard again them talking about Kenny wanting to kill LC. And I'm just like, Sonia, like, really? Like, what is wrong with you, girl? Like, are you not going to tell them? Like, did you not learn your lesson last time by keeping secrets when you kept Harris secret and then it came out anyway? Like, why wouldn't you tell him? Like, this is his life. Like, why wouldn't you go to his head of security, who you just happen to be freaking married to, and tell him, look, I overheard them say this? They're going to believe you. Like, you are not somebody that they're not going to believe at this point, especially Junior. Junior loves and trusts you. They are going to believe you. You know what I'm saying? If anything, Nene is more estranged from the family than anything, and she loves her kids. Like, they would understand why she's trying to protect them. You know what I'm saying? And then Curtis keeps trying to get his mom to, let's just talk to LC and Aunt Chippy. You know what I'm saying? Let's just talk to him. And I'm like, duh, let's just talk to him. Like, just tell them what's happening. Like, do you really want him to get blindsided and you want your son to kill him? Because let me tell you, if your son kills him, they are going to kill him. Like, there's not going to be any ifs, ands, buts about it. Orlando, Junior, all of them are going to come after him. And there is nothing that nobody going to be able to do about it, because they are coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to happen. So why not get ahead of it instead of trying to hide it? And Sonia, I don't even understand. Like, I don't even have words for Sonia right now. I really don't. So anyway, y'all, sorry about that. So let's see. Let's move on. We met the daughter. We know she's there to get Kenny, to help find Kenny. We know more than likely that she's probably trained like Paris and Sasha. And so that's kind of most of the stuff with them. Now, I do want to go back to the facility when we see Brother X again, because Brother X done popped back up, y'all. And it's almost like he's like reformed. He knows that Larry can match his crazy, and he don't really mess with him. You know what I'm saying? He just trying to do what he needs to do in order to survive. Now, it's very interesting because I know you've seen in that trailer, because I want to say they say it in the trailer, in a lot of the promo that they've done, where Larry grabs him and is like, only a Duncan can kill a Duncan. Well, he definitely made it clear that you don't get to touch no Duncans. You only a Duncan can kill a Duncan. And he also let him know, like, the reason why you couldn't beat him is because you're not a Duncan. You know what I'm saying? So Larry very much believes that, hey, like, they're untouchable, but not within each other. And that's why he's like, he's going to be able to take him down, but you can't take him down. So anyway. Okay, y'all. So at some point we are going to meet Don Federico. Now, Don Federico, of course, is the head of the Italian family, and he's going to get a visit from Antonio. Now, Antonio is a dash. Now, if you remember from back when, I want to say it was season 1, is when we kind of meet the dashes. You got Sal Dash, Antonio, and then there was Vinny. Now, Vinny was the one that was on the run. Now, if you remember back from, like, I want to say it's like episode 2, 3, somewhere in there, Vinny, they almost got Vinny, but somebody helped him, and I can't remember, I can't remember who it was that helped him, but somebody helped him get away. So Vinny's basically been on the run. So basically what Antonio is trying to do is he's trying to save his basically save his life. So he basically wants them to give him, if he wants them to say, hey, we'll take him off the bounty list, like, you know, we're not hunting him anymore, like, he's done. And if they do that, then the Duncans would have to do the same. Like, they wouldn't be able to just kill him because they would have to go through Don first before they were able to do that. And he basically paid him $2 million for that. So I think at some kind of ways that this is all part of the plan as well, because Vinny is another person who's out to get, you know, the Duncans, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they killed Sal. Well, I can't remember exactly who killed, but anyway, he blames the Duncans. So because he blames the Duncans for this, of course, he's also going to be after them as well. So by, you know, him no longer being, you know, untouchable, or touchable rather, I guess which you could say, they've now made him untouchable to the Duncans. So I don't know. I just feel like this is all part of the plan some kind of way, because your boy Larry is trying to dismantle the organization. Like, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to dismantle it from within. So one of the other things that we're going to see is we're also going to see him make another move. He's going to make a move on the Chinese men that LC does business with. You've seen them several times. I don't actually know their names. But that's not important, because these are the only Chinese men that you see him doing business with. They have a seat at the table. Now, they are going to be out. Looks like they're probably in Chinatown or something, because the decorations and stuff kind of looks like that's the vibe they're in. And they're hanging out in an alleyway. And I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand why criminals just be hanging out by themselves sometimes. Like, where your men at? Because LC always got security somewhere. It feels like it's like all of these high-powered men always have security. The minister, you know what I'm saying? Like, probably Don Federico, you know, so like all of these people, Alejandro, like all of these people always have like some sort of security. So where was y'all security? Why y'all sitting out in this area all by yourself? And then they see the girl coming with the knife. Like, why are you even, like, you see she got a knife. Like, why are you not shooting? Like, I don't understand. Like, she got a knife and she looked like she ready to go. But you just gonna sit there and talk about your gun? But then you pull the gun out, right? You pull it out. And then Brother X comes from behind and grabs old boy, and your partner is telling you, like, look, I know him. He is not going to let us live. Shoot. And then you still don't shoot. Like, I don't understand how criminals don't, like, just do criminal shit sometimes. Like, this is the time when you need to be shooting. Like, you don't need to be thinking. You need to be shooting. Like, you at least could have shot him. You could have got off one shot, but now she done came up behind you, and you know that she had a knife, and you actually turned your back. Like, you turned your back. Did you not think she was going to use this knife? Like, did you not think that they was together. You're in the middle of Chinatown and there are two black people that just show up all of a sudden. Doesn't that seem kind of odd to you? Why you not shooting, bro? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. Nothing about that part just really, I didn't understand, y'all. If you understand, then make it make sense for me in the comments. Okay, y'all. So a few other things that happened in the episode worth mentioning are that we are going to run into Sage and her brother. Now, this is the kids of Alexander Cora. Now, Alexander Cora is the nemesis from last season. And in that season, they were both kidnapped by the Irish. So maybe there's something that's going to happen on this next episode that's going to tie back into that. Also, we do actually get confirmation that your boy Mario is definitely a F-boy and that we don't want him to have nothing to do with our boy Rio. He came to his friend's job. You know what I'm saying? This is supposed to be your friend. She's telling you, hey, like, this is the best job I ever had. And I'm not trying to mess that up, but yet you still trying to do things to mess this up for her. You know, it just... That wasn't cool at all. And he's going to have to get escorted out of the building. So I definitely hope they do not try to put Mario and Rio together because he already done left a bad taste in my mouth. And I don't even want to see him in this anymore at this point. But I do like Keisha. So anyway, and then the last thing worth mentioning is that your boy Kenny does go and take out, you know, some kind of bikers. Like, I'm not really sure who they are at this point. If anybody knows exactly who these bikers are, then please let me know. I haven't been able to tie them to anything, or I can't remember anything right off the top of my head of who they actually are. But he does kill... He does use his newly found sniper shooting skills to take out one of the bikers. You know what I'm saying? It took him 2 shots, but he got the job done. And then he got really excited about it and was like, he needs to go celebrate and he wants to go have a drink. And I'm just like, I think he might have got the gene. Like, I think, you know, this might be hereditary. I don't want to call it crazy, but it's something like that. Something ain't right with him. So anyway, y'all. Okay, y'all. So that's what's up with the family business, season 4, episode 3. This episode was super dope, y'all. I really enjoyed this episode. Let me know what y'all thought about everything, especially your girl Sonya. Do you think your girl Sonya is finally going to go ahead and tell what she know on this next episode? Or you think she just going to keep her mouth shut? Like, I really need Sonya to do what it do. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be a part of the family. You supposed to be a Duncan. Then you need to be trying to tell somebody what's going on. Maybe like the head of security. I don't know. I'm just saying. So anyway, y'all, get the conversation started down below. Until next time,